Oh no, I have somehow
You've done it
up.
again.
I've done it again, gosh darn it. I know what I've done, and I've done what I've known.
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Oh,
let me
thank God we're back.
We're so back.
We're more back than we've ever been.
Got that right.
I mean,
there we go.
You know, who said we're gone?
Yeah, don't call it a comeback because we've always been here. That's a saying that people say. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure they say that.
Don't call it a comeback.
Do not come.
Oh no.
Do not come.
Well,
back.
Well, that's the final word on that, I'd say. I mean, she said don't, so we're staying. We're not coming, we're staying. So right. I guess you could say we're come staying. So
come staying.
Ooh, brother, ooh. Welcome, folks. It's another episode of DrawBomb. It's the show where Brandon, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing very well.
Excellent. I'm glad to hear that. Now you're doing well because boy,
doing very well now.
A roller coaster of a week. I don't know how much you want to get into that.
I'll talk about it, sure. Right. But yeah, we've both been doing various things that are out of our normal repetitious things we do.
We've both had unusual weeks, I would say, in different directions.
I would agree. It's a shame that we're not going to tell any of the viewers about it. Anyway, so did you watch anything cool?
Nope, nothing at all.
Yeah, me neither.
Like nothing at all.
Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I should get that as a soundboard.
I know. I actually looked for it and it wasn't on my. I'll have to like pull it myself because it wasn't in the place where I normally get a lot of my audio for my that kind of stuff from.
I too am gonna have.
Matty F says you still got it. Leviathan Dunn says glad you guys are back. Missed everyone.
Missed you
Lotus
too, Leviathan Dunn. Missed you, Matty F.
Here as well.
Missed you, Lotus.
Good to see you all.
Doink. Missed you, DrawBot.
DrawBot can't feel feelings. It can't miss you back. Doesn't have that technology.
Oh. But my AI boyfriend loves or girlfriend loves me. My AI, I'm just thinking about that one lady who talks on TikTok about her octopus boyfriend. That's an AI.
I don't know about her.
Oh man, I watch too much internet slop. We'll get into that
on
later.
TikTok
I feel
a good
like
amount.
You have. I watch videos of commentators talking about what's going on TikTok. And other various communities and like drama and things like that. Like I'm watching the slop
that's
channels.
Fair. So you're looking specifically for that. I hate the like. I really am not interested in the parasocial aspect of the different platforms. I get into drama in various ways. But that corner of like drama stuff, I'm just not interested in. Even the ones that I like engage with. Like I watch a lot of Twitch. But the second that like they start talking about like two creators fighting, I'm just like checked out.
That stuff
just
I don't
so
give a shit about. I'm like that stuff I do generally not care about because I'm also like this is so fake. Even
if it's real, I just don't know these people. I don't care. I just don't know them, so I don't care.
I'm more just watching about like people who are doing bad things or being unusual in some way or maybe exhibiting unhealthy behaviors that maybe serve as a warning sign or a I don't know, some sort of message.
That makes sense.
So like there's this woman on TikTok who's basically been documenting her life dating an AI, but like the AI also she has like a personality for it where the AI is like an octopus. Like that's one of its quote unquote forms, I guess. I don't know. Like not a real octopus. She just like imagines like a chat GPT generates like an octopus or something like that. And it's all very depressing because I'm pretty sure she's serious as far as I can tell. Got some mental illness. She's just, if she's not being serious, she's devoting a lot of energy to this TikTok channel.
She's playing it like she's serious, at least, right? Like it's not like a.
Oh my God! There's no.
Okay, I didn't know if it was like
a cruel irony. Like
it'd be fun to just see how far this rabbit hole goes if I keep like leaning into. Some people do that kind of thing, like as like an experiment to see what the AI will do.
No, like general consensus is that this woman's probably being very serious, which is a bummer. That's depressing.
It is depressing.
So yeah, her AI boyfriend is an octopus. I forget what his name is. It's like,
what would be a good name for an octopus man that you fall in love with?
It's like one of the it's like Sebastian or some shit like that, or Rupert. I don't know.
No, he was a crab.
That's you're right. Oh my gosh, not an octopus but a crab. No, I don't either way, she is a person on the internet just existing, I guess, and posting videos about her AI boyfriend, and oh boy. That's a bummer.
That's a bummer.
Okay, so can I talk about this drawing here for a quick second?
Yes.
What's happening? I thought you were doing like a ski jump at first, so I was gonna do a guy ski jumping next to him. I'm trying to
do a guy flying through his windshield, but he's having a good time.
Okay, so this is the story that we've basically been not talking about, that we were gonna talk about.
Not yet,
that then we got
but we're gonna talk about.
Do you want to talk about it? Should we talk about it?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I think we should.
All right.
I mean, God forbid we actually have something interesting to talk about for once.
Right. Let's talk about this AI boyfriend some more. Okay, so.
Guys, I got in a car accident in between episodes. Not to get fully into the details of the accident itself, of like, play by play, but I was on the highway. Somebody spun out on some ice and smashed into me. And I am totally okay. I was going very fast, and then I was going not at all. Very in a quick span of time. But despite all that, I'm fine. So, hooray for that.
Hooray. I'm glad to hear it, man. I mean, that shit is scary as hell. And when you sent the picture of the car, I was for sure worried you were going to send a picture of a hospital bed, like a hospital room next.
Sure. Sure.
Which is scary shit, because you're like my best friend, man. Like, what the hell? Like,
yeah, DrawBomb would suck if there was only one of us.
Yeah, dude, I can't carry this show by myself. So very thrilled.
My car.
That you survived.
My car's totaled. So pour one out for my 2012 Dodge Journey. It was a car. Was it a cool car? No. Was it a reliable car though? No. It's gone. And I'm still here. So there you go. That's what happened.
That's been your week. That's why among the reasons why we took the week off. It's actually not the only reason we took the week off, but
right. It was the main reason though. I think you would have been down to do the show.
I'm not sure actually. I was
oh, okay.
Like I had shit coming up. I had to get ready.
I know you did, but I don't know. I was the one who reached out to you and was like, no.
I probably would have offered to still do the episode, but it was beneficial and also sort of wanted for me to not do the episode that last week just because I was busy. But before I get into why
I'm glad
I was
it worked
busy,
out for both of us.
Do you have anything else you want to add about that story?
Because Ian got into a car accident.
That's right.
He was the other driver.
That's right. I happened to be visiting Brandon.
Why'd you hit me?
I suck at driving. I've always told you this.
I guess it was true all this time. I didn't believe you.
I wasn't yanking your chain.
I thought it would be fun to play a game of chicken with you, but it turned out to not be that fun. It was fucking scary.
I lost, and so did we all.
I think we both won. If we play chicken and we hit each other, I think that means we win. I don't know.
Yeah, I guess you're right. That's true.
Yeah.
That's how that works. We were trying to reenact that scene from Footloose, where the bully tries to kill Kevin Bacon because that's what 80s movies bullies do.
Yeah, they're just murderers.
They're just murderous psychopaths.
They like try to throw you off a cliff and stuff, like after like a high school dance.
It's like fucking insane. Yeah, so I guess
what were you up to?
I was in the Dominican Republic for a wedding. I was visiting a different country, doing some solo international travel for a friend's wedding. It was beautiful out there. I was only there for about 2 days, and then I had to come right back because I couldn't afford to miss any extra work. Hell, I couldn't even afford to go out there in the first place, to be honest. But I'm glad I went. Because I mean, I haven't traveled in a while, and it was nice too. Even though I definitely am not in the financial position to be doing such things. I mean, if I pay for it all on my credit card, it's essentially on loan.
Free money. They just keep giving you money.
So anyway, so that's been going great, but you know, I went to the Dominican Republic for this wedding. It was a beautiful ceremony. I cried. I cry harder at every single wedding I go to. You know, except I didn't cry at yours because I didn't want to steal the show. I had.
You're staying strong for me.
I was staying strong,
and I appreciate that.
Too many eyes on me. I didn't want to be up there going like. But I mean, it was hard when Morgan's was it her grandfather?
Grandpa. Yeah, that got me the most too. That was really the whole hard. Wedding. It was my wedding, and that got me.
I was trying to keep it together, man. I really didn't want to steal the thunder and be up there.
Nah, like, I don't think that counts as stealing thunder. But regardless, I was offended that you didn't cry.
Jeez. But I was in the audience. I got to wear sunglasses, but I was crying underneath. Because I just cry harder at each wedding. What can I say? You
know, do you think that's an age thing?
I think so. Yeah, I think it's.
I find that I'm more sentimental the older I get, but
it's definitely an age thing because I think as you grow older, you sort of understand the severity of every life event a little bit more. I think.
True.
And you also sort of. You can only appreciate them when you've got so many years to look back on and look forward to, I think. So yeah. And also, I mean, this is like I don't know, approaching 10th friend's wedding I've been to over the years. And it's just so interesting to see so many of my friends sort of enter this new stage of life. And every single one I've been to, those people are still married. So, I mean, I've felt at those weddings that, like, they've been ones that, you know, seem solid and mature. And so, you know, sort of getting to experience all of these, you know, from what it seems lasting relationships, you know, each one hits a little bit harder. That's an
impressive record. Yeah, that none of your friends have gotten divorced. That's I think maybe you can take credit for that in some way. if you have a perfect streak, maybe it has something to do with you.
I mean,
you could advertise that. You'll get invited to more weddings.
Am I Good Luck Chuck? Am I what's his name?
Wait, do people have to bang you at the weddings? Is that part of it?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Yeah, spread that part of it as well.
Spread that news.
Matty F was there. He married me.
That's correct. That's correct.
He's my wife. But
oh man,
I'd be so lucky.
If only.
Maybe in another world.
Hey, if things don't ever work out with you and Morgan.
Yeah, at least got that option.
Yep.
Open for me, maybe. But yeah, I don't know. Weddings are, they'll make you nostalgic. They'll make you kind of reflect. But I don't have that same streak as you.
You have a few friends who have gotten divorced since then?
I have.
Interesting.
Maybe just one.
Oh, well, they're fucking your record up, man. You had a 100.
I know, they blew it for me.
And then they ruined it. Those jerks.
I killed my good luck truck record.
Thoughtless, selfish jerks.
Yep. I'm mad at them.
As you should be. So it was a good wedding. It was a fun time. I met some people who I've only known through the internet, and they were great people. I met a lot of great people at the wedding. I met a few folks who kind of I was like, whatever, we seem fine.
Not so great people.
But I met a lot of really cool people out there, and I got to sort of become Matt, you and I knew each other online for a long time before we met in person, and sort of there's been a lot of people like that in other ways where I did animations for Paul, the guy who got married, and his friend. I did those music video animations a few years ago. I finally got to meet the other guy who was in those music videos, and he finally got to meet me. He was like, "Oh, you're the guy who did the animations." I'm like, "Yeah, man." And we became very good friends. We really bonded. I met a lot of folks who I just instantly got along with. I'm very good at that. I'm good at making friends. I mean,
you're easy to get along with.
I'm an easy guy to get along with, I guess. I just I like people.
Pleasant.
I especially like people who are good people. So I try and make them feel welcome in my life, because I think those are good people to surround yourself with. I think I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah.
So I had a lot of fun out there. It was good to catch up with some people. I roomed with two people, an old roommate, Vincent, and a new person who I'd never met before named Taylor. I hope someone gets married at my wedding, says Guad is doing. Me too, man. That would be a shame if that didn't,
That's the real hope.
That's the dream.
You want to have your cake and cut it too.
That's right. That's the dream. That's white. My other roommate. So my two roommates were people who one who I knew as a previous roommate, and then one who I just met basically when we met up as roommates, because I was sharing the room with the two of them at the resort. And gosh, what a good guy. I fucking thought he was just a swell dude, so I'm hoping to keep in touch. Yeah, cool guy. He was an environmental lawyer, called himself, in his own words, he was a corporate hippie, which I respect. I respect a corporate hippie, and he just seemed to have a very good head on his shoulders. We agreed on a lot of basically facets of life, I guess. I don't know. Just a cool guy, just a very cool guy who just seems like a good dude. So, what more can you ask for? I had some great drama-free roommates. We had a great time hanging out.
That's fun.
Yeah. And the wedding was beautiful. I danced at the reception. I earned a reputation once again. Everyone was saying, "Oh my gosh, you were the guy who danced at the reception." I was a beast.
Maybe that's what keeps the marriages together, is the dancing.
I try and bless them with my dance, is what happened.
You do. I felt blessed. Me and Morgan, we've almost divorced a few times, but then we're like, but do you remember how Ian danced? We couldn't. We can work this out.
Gosh darn it! If Ian can only dance like that so many times. If he was to dance at another wedding, gosh, we might kill him.
We will.
That's right. No, I had a great time though. What a good time. What a fantastic, like, I was freaked the fuck out by the not the wedding, the transportation, because transportation is just anxiety inducing and inherently dangerous. But it all went off. So go ahead.
I mean, it's not that dangerous, right? Like
travel,
yeah.
It's inherently dangerous, I would say. You're sort of putting your hands.
Like, planes are pretty like.
Planes
rarely
are statistically very safe. I mean,
they had a bad couple of years there, but it seems to be calming down again. The airport seems annoying, but you know, if you get through the airport, it seems like a pretty sure thing most of the time.
I had to calm myself down with a lot of statistics of like, you know, okay, well, I think about it. How often do I hear about airplane disasters happening? Almost never, and they're always a big fucking deal, and they're rare. How often does a car accident happen? Like probably 1,000 a day, you know?
More than that, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, in the long run, yes, the plane ride, but you are still putting your life in the hands of a person who is going to navigate a big metal tube full of all of you.
It feels wrong.
It feels so
like
wrong.
It shouldn't be a thing that works most of the time.
Exactly.
Feels like anytime they land a plane, they should be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that worked." Yeah, that's how the technology feels to me.
I wanted to kiss the ground like Katy Perry. You know, like it felt so good to be on solid ground again. But then TSA was a nightmare because getting on or off the planes just took forever. But thankfully
it's
they
crazy
didn't
how
hassle me. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, just it's crazy how like the flight itself can be a relatively quick process, but the rest of it almost undoes all the convenience that you get from how quick a plane is.
It does, doesn't it? Like, it's pretty insane. Especially like, okay, so when I arrived in Punta Cana, I had to wait in a long ass line in a fairly warm building carrying my luggage, which was 2 backpacks because I wanted to save money. And just standing there in that line for basically 2 hours as we went through slowly and had somebody check our passports to get into the country. And as it first started off with just 3 out of like 12 lanes, and then as like the lanes filled up over time, as like and then the lines went a little bit quicker and more lanes opened up. But that was still 2 hours of my life just standing there in that room, trying to figure out what to do without access to the internet and like just my phone there, just trying to figure out how to while away the time. But then like I would talk to everybody else who was at the wedding and they would say, "Oh yeah, we got through in like 30 seconds." You know, there's like, we just like went right through, and it's like, oh, because all the lanes were open at that point.
Yeah, you must have hit it at a bad time or something.
I did. I got in, I guess, earlier than most everybody else, or something along those lines. Or
gotcha.
Some people, when they discussed their travel situations, went much, much worse than mine did. And if I were faced with a similar situation, I just would not have made it to the place. Like, I would have had to been like, okay, well, turn this shit around.
Any delays?
No, actually, incredibly.
No delays.
Literally no.
Your luggage made it
whatsoever. I never had any luggage. Good. I was all carry on. You know, because that's cheaper.
That can. When I went to Croatia this past year, we only did carry-ons, and then one of the planes, they were like, "Sorry, we don't have enough overhead bins. We need to put your carry-ons under the plane." And we're like, "Ah, shit, okay." And then they lost them.
Oh my god.
So you know, sometimes that's not foolproof. Not to give you more things to be nervous about the airport. We got them back, but it took like 24 hours. Fortunately,
fucking A.
They got to us before we moved on because we were like traveling all around the country.
Yeah. Well, that's incredible. Thankfully, no lost luggage, no delays. Airplanes actually arrived sooner than they were supposed to, like to their destinations. TSA didn't hassle me at all.
No cavity searches.
No cavity searches. That nobody checked my social media feeds and saw my like post about like my last post on Instagram before I quit Instagram is like me celebrating like that healthcare CEO's like death. I'm pretty sure that was that was kind of in the back of my head, was just like, oh man, am I gonna get hassled by TSA because I made that fucking post on Instagram like 2 years ago? They did not seem to care, but they did take my fucking, they have this one machine that gives me the heebie-jeebies. I'm sure you dealt with it when you went to Croatia. But when you like, I guess when I entered the country again or something like that, they had like this screen that you just walk up to and it takes a picture of your face and then it goes check mark.
It's weird.
And I'm like, what are you doing? And they don't say.
They picture. Well, it's make sure it's you, but the AI is like so good that it doesn't even need a good like, or it's like tracks. It has obviously been tracking us long enough that it doesn't even need a good picture to be like, oh yeah, that's them.
Nope.
Because the picture, I was like, what is this thing? And I like wasn't even looking in the right thing, and it was like blurry, and it was like, yep, that's him. And I'm like, oh no.
I was wearing glasses, and I'm not wearing glasses in any of my ID photos, so it clearly unglasses my face.
I'm glad I don't know. If I could see like the file they had on me, I'm sure it would really freak me out.
Yeah. Cirque, do you want to explain these websites right here? What?
No. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before in my life.
Oh man, sir. DrawBomb on YouTube. The word bomb in here is setting off.
Yeah, that's what you're not allowed on a plane because you have a show with bomb in the title.
Yeah. Are you telling people how to create bombs? No. Sure thing. You're gonna have to come this way for a full cavity search. Oh no. Not all my cavities.
The full cavity.
That's right. That never popped off quite as much as the full Monty.
No. It's a harder watch.
It's a harder watch for sure. They really spread them. Anyways, Brandon, have you interacted with any media this week?
I have. I'm trying to remember what. I feel like I watched something. I thought I watched a movie. Did I watch a movie? Sheesh. I don't know. I've been playing some various games. I'm trying to think if I watched anything unique. I don't know. I finished Primal.
Nice.
Supposedly, it's set up in a way where it can keep going, and he has said he wants to keep making it, but he said he wants to do a new story in that world. He's like, I'm kind of done with these characters, so that's kind of cool that he's gonna just kind of
I like that.
go a different direction. I think that's like the thing we always ask for, and it's nice to see a creator doing that. So that's cool.
I love that for him.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Ian's wedding. Says
was very fun.
I'm ordained, by the way. Hey, don't think you're not on that call list. Sorry, I just wanted to respond to that.
Yeah, absolutely. He does a great job.
He does a good job.
I left a glowing review.
Does a good job. So
that was what it said. Yeah.
You liked.
That's a good job.
Just to quote Arrested Development, Matty F. He's very good.
Yeah, Primal's great. It was very fun. I enjoyed it. I liked this season better than I liked season 2. This season was unexpected and very fun kind of angle. Like it was like a cool move for him to totally like take his thing, already established thing, in like a fully different direction for a season, and have it still feel like satisfying and fun, and actually still like pretty even though it went in such a strange direction, it still kind of satisfied the rest of the story. Like it completed it in like kind of a satisfying way.
Well, that's awesome.
It was cool to see him kind of take such a creative swing with it.
I love when creators get a chance to like really flex that.
It's rare because like, you know, you don't really, I feel like until you've like fully proven yourself, like, you know, as a creator, studios or whoever has the money isn't just letting you go like do random shit with their money.
Yeah.
Usually.
Adult Swim,
so
I fucking love that channel.
Yeah, they do a lot of times, I guess, to give
Adult
credit.
Swim's,
but
well, that's what Primal's on, is Adult Swim. So that's like,
yeah.
So we can thank them directly for letting this creator do this in a way.
Right. You're right. Hey, when you're right.
You're right.
You're right.
Yeah, Adult Swim keeps putting out like very interesting stuff. If you ever like check out their YouTube channel, they will post a lot of the stuff that they're putting out recently on YouTube, and just a lot of like supporting a lot of independent animation, and it's very great to see. Like I've seen you know that guy who did those sort of source filmmaker goofy animations, usually involving Coach from Left 4 Dead, what's his name, Anonymous, I think.
Oh yeah.
They had him do an animation for one of their segments recently, and it's wild. Yeah, so they're like really supporting like a lot of independent creatives, and it's very cool to see. And they just get to kind of do like, it's very much in Anonymous's wheelhouse, like what he does. So
that's cool. I'm glad they're doing that, especially now. Animations, I feel like,
had a really rough
having a struggle moment.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see such a big kind of entity just fully like leaning into creative animation.
Yeah. I remember when I was writing for the game, God, what the fuck was I writing for anymore? Christ. Game Rant, thank you. God, wow, having a better memory of my life than I am. Jesus.
Hey, you know, I'm here to
you're here to help old Grandpa
biography.
remember his life stories.
That's right.
So when I was writing for Game Rant, I wrote an article. Like, what's weird is I was writing about movies and television for Game Rant when they also had Screen Rant, which is what I felt like I should be writing for, but we were explicitly writing about movies and television for Game Rant, while also not stepping on the toes of any articles written for Screen Rant because they were a sister company. Strange shit. Whatever.
Huh.
I'm not. I might have just broken NDA. I don't know. But I would
be hearing from their lawyers.
Yeah. So I wrote
Law Rant will be reaching out to you.
Law Rant is. I'm going to hear from Law Rant. And their law blog. I wrote an article for Game Rant called like the golden age of cartoons is happening, and it's like about like it was about, you know, this is in 2001 to 2021 2020 maybe, when you had
9/11
like,
just happened.
9/11 just happened. No, you know, this was when like Owl House was coming out. Steven Universe was like just wrapping up, but like getting a movie or some shit like that. There was like a whole bunch of like really cool indie animation being like funded and financed. Like Amphibia, I think, had just started. You know, I think a Regular Show had just put out their movie or something like that. Just a whole bunch of stuff, like a lot of really cool, good animation was coming out at that time that people were really, in general, happy about and excited about. And then, like, just a few years later, you know, everything's went to complete shit. So, and like it was like a year after, like 2 years after that, I would say, like Netflix completely shut down their animation studio.
So is your article to blame?
Yes, I am to blame for like
the opposite of the wedding thing.
That's right. Netflix saw that I had written an article saying animation is going really well right now, and Netflix was like, "Fuck, we have to do something terrible," and that's what they did.
Like, Oh, that's what you think, huh?
Yo, you think,
can't tell us what to do.
You think you're
what if we
having a
fucked up the whole
fucking
industry?
golden age? Yeah, what if we AI. Now AI. And then AI happened, and that's only partially to blame, but Netflix shut down their animation studio well before that. But who's to say Netflix wasn't aware of AI before we were aware of AI? You know, I'm sure they have very sophisticated feelers out there about what's happening in the industry, what's shaking things up. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, that's just like a little story. As I remember writing that article and just being just, you know, outdated a mere years later.
You know, things move pretty fast sometimes.
Sure do. Move fast, break things. Which is happening in this picture.
Yes. At least everybody looks like they're having a good time, though.
That's true.
So that's good.
Your guy's holding a coffee cup.
Glad he didn't leave it behind.
Me too.
Yeah, what else did I engage with? I've been playing a little bit of Crimson Desert.
Oh, that's the new game out.
Yeah, it's a game that's out. Zone Dog and I went splitsies on it, and it's pretty fun. It's so famously, or maybe not so much so, it was originally going to be an MMO. It's by the people who made Black Desert Online, which I've never played, and this was going to be the sequel. And then they were like somewhere through the process, they were like, for whatever reason, probably just because MMOs are hard to make and fail and are expensive, and
you have to upkeep
they decided
them.
to make it a single player game instead. So it has all the bones and the blood and all the parts of an MMO. And it feels like an MMO, kind of. But it's a single player game.
Interesting.
So because of that, it's like giant. It's got a lot of weird systems and things going on. And it's, you know, it also kind of, if you play an MMO, like if you play WoW, except for maybe some people, I don't think you're going through talking to the NPCs and seeing the story beats and being like, holy shit, I can't wait to see what happens next. Like the stories kind of,
the stories are usually a loose string of events to kind of just carry your character through the roller coaster, like through the theme park, essentially.
Yes. And this feels that way, I would say, overall. I saw a different creator who, or a different person, like a streamer or something, who was playing it, and they basically said, because it looks like a AAA single player game, I think people are expecting the story to be better, but they're just kind of, they're like, I don't play Valheim for the story. Like they're just kind of like, it's like a adventure game, and then they're not going to worry too much about it. And that's kind of how I've been looking at it.
Okay.
And it's a fun game to just kind of wander in a direction and stumble upon a million different random things. It's a very like fun, explorable game for how big it is. There's just like tons of stuff to kind of stumble upon.
That's basically how I played Guild Wars 2, is I would just run around the maps and like find the shit to do.
Yeah. So I'm enjoying it. How long will I enjoy it? I don't know, but so far it's, I don't know, it seems pretty cool, like as like don't think too hard about it, just kind of go out and mess with a bunch of stuff. It's also one of those games that feel, because it's so big and has so much kind of different things going on, it kind of has that impossible to min-max people, the community's all finding things out together at the same time kind of thing that you don't really see anymore, which is pretty fun. Like people being like, oh my god, I just realized you can do this in the game. Like that's the thing I keep seeing people post.
Interesting.
Because they just added so many random mechanics in.
Yeah, so there's jetpacks and shit in the game.
Apparently, I haven't seen that yet.
I don't
even know how that would.
But
I saw a video of it as well, but I mean, I haven't seen it playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all over the place. It kind of feels like a mess, but not in like necessarily a bad way, kind of a fun way.
Okay.
You kind of don't know what you're gonna stumble upon next. And for that reason, it's kind of fun. It's a good, you know, I like a game. Every so often, an adventure game comes around where you can just like chill and not think too hard about it and wander around, and you're just constantly stumbling into interesting places. And I really like that feeling of like a world that's kind of fun to just like look around.
Yeah.
And it has that going for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. As a whole, for as big as it kind of is, I can't really review it fully or like give like a full thing on it. But
I think that's fair.
Seems fun. I don't know.
Cool.
For what it is.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Cool,
and it lets you pet cats, and like you pick them up like a baby, and you can like pet them and feed them and stuff. And so there you go. It was like the first few seconds of the game I was playing. There's like this giant cat, and it just, you go up to it, and it's labeled fat cat, and I just picked it up like a baby and carried it around, and
oh my god,
you know, it's a great game.
That sounds great.
10 out of 10.
Cool, man. Yeah. In terms of games I've been playing, I can only say I've been playing. I mean, I've been keeping my eye on the Crimson Desert game. I remember it popping up sort of on the Steam like upcoming tab, like maybe a month ago, something like that, and thinking, what the hell is this? And not looking into it, but just sort of being made aware of it more and more as it approached release. And so now I've heard things about it, and yeah, so it's cool that you're having a good time with it, man. I'm excited to potentially check it out at some point. Wouldn't mind wasting some time exploring a fun little fantasy world for a little bit with some Dark Souls-esque combat. I have been playing. This game isn't necessarily new, and it's not necessarily like something I'm just now playing, but I've been playing Proteus. Or Prodeus, or whatever, however you're supposed to pronounce it.
Is that a boomer shooter?
It's a boomer shooter. Throwback retro. Cool. It's got like enemies that they throw like a pixel filter over to make them look more pixelated and like low res. But you can turn that off if you just want to see. You can turn it off if you just want to see the 3D models. But I have yet to do that. It's got really good gunplay. All the weapons feel very nice and satisfying to use, and like feel viable in different ways, and like are fun to like use in different scenarios. The level design is phenomenal. I will say the level design has every level has this really good flow to it where you're constantly progressing without feeling lost. But if you wanted to, you could like take a second and like kind of just like see the path that they're like very seamlessly guiding you through. And there's plenty of other like sort of side areas to like explore in these levels. So it's just like the level design is very good at directing the player to where they need you to go, which is impressive because it's just very good at that. Very hard to get lost in these levels and to not know where you need to be. Like it's just very solid that way. It's probably like the most impressive aspect of the game to me is like the level design. It's that good.
That's cool.
Yeah,
it's important.
Absolutely,
especially in those types of games.
And they have like some fun levels too. Like they have a level where you have like these two snipers on like an outpost. And you have to like progress through the level all the way to like through cover and stuff like that till you can take them out. And then once you do that, you're like free to kind of go back through the level again and like kind of, you know, really take it in, which is very cool. They've just got like a lot of really cool like levels and like ideas for levels that are maybe like a creative use of this one idea. Like I just did finish this one where there's like this like acid floor that I am essentially raising as I progress through the level. If I want, I don't have to raise the acid floor, but it certainly makes certain platforms raise up with me. But anyways, very good level design, creative use of levels so far. It's very solid gunplay. The sound design is very good. Good sound design, cool songs that have a fun, unobtrusive sort of like vibe to them, but also like sound appropriately gritty and techno-y to match the vibe of the game. The game's going very much for, imagine if Doom 1 had sort of the clarity and like disk space of Doom 2016, you know, and like sound design sort of like aesthetic, like the sort of aesthetics of Doom 2016, but if it was Doom 1. That's kind of the vibe they're going for. Not exactly, obviously, but it's very in line with that. Like it wears its Doom sort of. It wears both its OG Doom and 2016 Doom inspirations very much on its sleeve, in my opinion.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it's just really solid.
I like the aesthetic from like just peeking at the store page.
Yeah, I highly recommend checking it out. I mean, it's a very good. Like my favorite thing about it is because the levels aren't crazy long, but they're like decent length. Like you can get like a good play session out of just one level. But like, you know, for the most part, the levels are like you can pop in, do a level, pop out. It's got like a little overworld map that you have like a little character running along, like it's like Donkey Kong Country style, you know?
Okay, yeah.
Which it's got a fun like song for the map, that map screen right there. And there's there's like ore that you grab, those like hidden ore fragments that you grab. There's like, they tell you how many are in each level, and when you collect them, like it's collected, and if you collect enough of those ore fragments, you can purchase like upgrades at a shop. Which just, you know, I've collected every ore fragment up to the point I'm at because I'm obsessive like that. I've upgraded my jump to a double jump. I've upgraded I have a dash now. I'm able to jump and like I'm able to cover way further distances and like reach areas that I thought were like inaccessible or hard to reach.
You've grown so much.
I've grown so much. I've increased my ammo count. You know, you can just upgrade your character with like these nice upgrades at this shop. Yeah, I don't know. It's a good game. I don't know what else to say.
Cool.
I feel like I've listed everything.
I'm glad you're liking it.
Yeah, I'm not sure how close I am to finishing it. I feel like I'm either halfway or 2/3 of the way through. But I would say, yeah, honestly, just a really, really solid boomer shooter with phenomenal, some of the best level design I've ever seen for a first-person shooter. Of its sort of like intention, like doing that sort of very sort of linear but like Doom-ish sort of level design. Yeah, good game. I recommend giving it a shot. Maddie F is recommending Hrot. I don't know how to pronounce that. H-R-O-T. H-Rot.
I would have said Hrot, but unless it's H-R-O-T, I don't know how it's pronounced.
Sure. It's like I've seen my brother play that game. I've been meaning to. That's sort of like quote unquote like I don't know how to describe it, but it's like going for a very sort of like 1940s Poland or like, you know, old Poland ass like sort of atmosphere and vibe. Like just like depressive. I think it's Polish is what they're going for. It's very like sort of like approaching Eastern European feeling sort of in its atmosphere, and it's but yeah, good. That's supposed to be a very good game too that I'm excited to play. It's more horror than Proteus is. Proteus kind of looks like it might be horror, but it's not. It's just like, you know, doomy. But Hrot is more explicitly supposed to be a little frightening, I would say, if I'm sort of understanding it right without having played it yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well, Brandon,
I'll have to check both of those out.
Yeah. It's approaching 9 o'clock. We should try and I'm gonna try and like color my part of the drawing
be done
real quick.
I've just kind of been adding things to like, you know, while you're working on your part, but I could
distracted.
Be done almost like within a minute.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna do this.
Just gonna color this smoke.
I'm not gonna add much to the background. The background's gonna be super minimal. That's it. That's all the lines we're gonna use for this background. Right.
Okay.
That's it right there. And I'm gonna color my car, and I'm gonna help color the background then, and then we'll be good to go.
Sounds good.
All right.
Lotus Clock says if it's like Doom, it better have blue keys in it. Yes, it needs blue keys.
You know, I've used a green key. I think I've used a blue key at one point.
Oh, thank God.
I'm not sure though. I've used green keys at least. I've used a green key. I'm not sure if I've used a blue key. A green key?
We've also
yeah.
A green key.
A green key.
Not to distract you further, but we've also been playing Abiotic Factor a lot.
That's correct.
I'm really enjoying it.
I'm very like.
I'm at the point now where like I'm like, I want to know what happens next.
I know we've really hit a stride in the game. Like the way we were playing it before, and I think we can thank a lot of this stride, perhaps to your housekeeping that maybe goes into the game file when I'm not there. Because the base is very organized and you do a lot of sort of upkeep.
I enjoy that part of the game.
We're well fed and stuff like that. I get to pop in and just be like, all right, let's go raid sectors now. And so that's
really I get fun. Everything nice. I pack lunches for us. Yeah. I clean the house.
You're science mom.
I'm like your mom.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like that part of the game. That's the reason I'm drawn to these like survival craft 'em ups, is because I like the very tangible progression. Like your room gets filled with all the stuff, all the spoils of your like exploration. And that's just fun to me, like to have like that kind of like physical representation of like the adventure you went on. I don't know, it scratches the part of my brain every time. I like that, so that's why I always like those types of games. It's like absolutely. By the time I like credits roll and I'm like done with the game, I have this like, it's like Adventure Time, how their tree house is filled with like all the loot they've found along the way, spoils
of their adventures and things like that.
Yeah. So I always have a fun time with that. It's satisfying to me.
Well, I respect the hell out of that. I get that. That makes a lot of sense to me. I mean, Lord, I had a lot of fun building my various houses in Valheim when we had that server going. I mean, I spent a lot of time building shit in that, so I get it. I guess if I had the time,
I just know they can be like repetitious. A lot of those games have kind of the same trajectory, and I think that turns people off. But I don't know. For some reason, I guess I'm just like, I don't know. I'm having some kind of undiagnosed thing that makes me enjoy it. I don't know.
For me, what it comes down to is there needs to be a balance between how much like idle scavenging I'm doing and how much I get to put back into the base, and also how much I'm allowed to continue exploring before I need to go on a scavenge, like a tedious scavenge again. You know what I mean? Like, it's fun to scavenge new areas. It's fun to scavenge areas that maybe like have extra shit around that like maybe you won't notice the first time, or like I don't know, like there's ways you can make scavenging the same place over and over again interesting. But so like for instance, like whenever I was playing Subnautica, like I felt like I had to like search for fucking scrap metal for 4 hours or some shit like that for every like fun dip into the creepy deep parts of the ocean I had to go on. And so it like became tiring. Like I felt like I had to put in so much tedium in order to just like explore and have adventures, which were awesome and scary and like tense. But then it'd be like, whoop, I need more scrap metal. Guess I'm gonna go like comb the bottom of the ocean some more. I don't know. I had that issue.
I will say, now that I've played so many of these games, I do heavily, assuming they have the settings to do it, I do heavily adjust the tedium. I adjust the settings, so we're not fully playing vanilla ever. I always have it like, you can carry more. There's higher drop rates. There's,
right.
Your hunger doesn't go down as fast. Things like that. So, because like there's certain mechanics that just feel too tedious to me.
Sure.
Like you're saying. So I always adjust those because.
Sorry, go ahead.
It's fun first for me. I don't care about the vanilla game like over fun.
Right. I'll always like here's the thing. I will try to leave those settings untouched in the beginning at least. Hopefully I can adjust them later if it's possible, but like I'll always start the file with the settings as they are. Just because I know it's the developer's intended experience, and not like I'm like worried about preserving the sanctity of the game and stuff like that, but just because I am putting some faith in the developer to know how much like the balance of their game should be for optimal fun. You would think that would be the developer's goal. Sometimes it doesn't seem to be that way. But I will, like, if I can modify the settings later on, fuck yeah, I'll do that.
That's basically what I did. I've been tweaking them as we play, just for certain things. Like at some point I changed it so stuff like for using the abiotic factor as an example, I made it so food doesn't spoil in the fridge, because I'm just like, this is.
Oh my god, that's the thank you.
I'm like, I feel like that's a good enough compromise because it's like I got it to the fridge.
Yes,
now
right?
it can just be
fridge is where
saved.
It's supposed to not spoil.
Because it's just like if you the vanilla game is like food is constantly like going bad like real quick, so you just constantly have to like be thinking about food, and I'm like,
screw that.
I don't want to have to think about. I want to think about going on adventures. I don't want to think about all the I think about cooking enough in that game. I don't need to. Yeah, so I don't know. I tweak little things like that just because I'm like, I don't want to spend all my time with the repetitious things.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I should see if I can change my settings in my Subnautica file. Maybe I'll actually finish the game then.
Might be able to.
Might be able to.
Maddie says, I can even respect what they're going for with some mechanics. I just don't have the time for them. Exactly what Ian said. Yeah. Exactly. Yep, I feel that way too.
So yeah, some
but I still like that style of game.
Oh yeah, I get it. I don't always have the patience for them, but I get the enjoyment of them. There is something fun in like starting from nothing and truly building up on your like a fortress of yours, and like, you know, as you said, decorating it with the spoils of your adventure and things like that. I get all of that. Some games, I think, just first of all, there's been a fucking litany of games like that, which makes it you know, sort of an oversaturated market in a lot of ways. But you know, if you play just the good ones, you know, obviously that's going to make it a bit less oversaturated feeling. But also yeah, some games just don't know how to balance the tedium versus the exploration, or don't know how to like give you properly the ability to like have the fun adventure that the game is trying to get you through without bogging you down. So yeah,
Abiotic Factor's rad. You know,
yeah, having a great time with Abiotic. They do I mean, it's, again, with your housekeeping, I don't know what the true maybe tedium level of the game is, but I like what you've done with the place.
Thank you.
And I'm having a lot of fun with Abiotic Factor.
It seemed the fact that it's like a open world survival craft 'em up, but it's all indoors mostly. The fact that I haven't really seen that before is one of those things where it's like, oh
yeah.
I mean, that's kind of surprising that doesn't exist elsewhere, but also, I don't know, it's just cool to see like something so different.
Yeah, it's given me an idea for a survival craft 'em up I would love to make if I can ever figure out how to program shit in Unity. I've thought of this idea, and I've been tweaking some of like the concepts in my head. I'm just thinking about it when I have like time for idle thoughts. And the thought was, it's a survival craft 'em up, but it's in a Castlevania castle, first person. Like, it's a first person Castlevania game, but with a survival craft 'em up element. So like, you go to different rooms to farm different enemies who will drop different resources, and you can use that to craft like your upgrades. Like, you have to like, instead of in Castlevania where it's like you like kill this boss and then that gives you this like upgrade, maybe you can also farm upgrades and like increase that way, or so. I don't know, just trying to figure out how it would.
I like that,
but like, you know,
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah,
I'm making that now.
I have like a whole list of like fun abilities and like weapons and how they would work written down in an Obsidian thing.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, so I have like ideas for it. I just need to figure out how to balance the Castlevania progression versus the sort of survival craft 'em up progressions, because they are explicitly two diametrically opposed ways of progressing in a game where items and stuff give you progression. So that's sort of what I've been trying to figure out.
I mean, they're kind of similar in a lot of ways, like lots of backtracking, some puzzles. You could lock some things behind, but I mean, you could argue that, except for it being like an open world, Valheim is kind of structured in that way where you're like, I need to kill this boss to get this thing, and then I can go back to the place and use the thing to unlock the next part of the game. Or they're all kind of that way in a way.
I guess, yeah, maybe they're not too far off. Not like, you know, because they do eventually lead you probably to either a boss or some sort of like encounter that you have to. Yeah, I guess you're right. And Lotus Clock says Bloodstained Ritual of the Night is just like what I'm describing. Although I've seen that
cool.
game, and it is like a side scroller, so it is still more like a traditional Castlevania than the first person one I'm sort of imagining in my head. But I mean, hey, it's good to know somebody's, I guess, figured out the maybe that's a game I should check out if I'm ever gonna like put active development into such a game.
It'd be cool if you could make it first person, but still kind of lean into the more like 8-bit like aesthetic. Like
I
guess I
thinking
kind
that
of picture
actually,
almost like a
in my head,
Doom looking craft 'em up.
Well, I do sort of in my head picture in a way there is a Castlevania Doom mod. I think it's just like one level of Castlevania in Doom, and I do sort of picture that in my head. So I do sort of picture a 8-bit sort of pixel aesthetic with the enemies in the game. That is something I picture in my head. So we're on the same page with that.
Cool.
Oh, abilities are obtained from defeating bosses, but you can craft better armors and weapons to survive easier. I like that. And I also like the idea of turning like rooms of this mansion into your own little like hideouts and like checkpoints and things. But like also doing a survival craft 'em up in a linear game just kind of seems like it could be an interesting sort of thing, like a non-procedurally generated place. Could be fun and could allow people to play it in different ways, maybe.
Hey, I'll play your game.
Hey.
So there's one sale.
This is not at all the same, but in the new Outer Worlds, there's a helmet that changes your view to that of looking like Doom or similar old games. That's fun as hell.
Oh, cool.
I love that.
There's a thing they did. They kind of stopped doing it, but there's a thing they did. Id was doing when they did like their Wolfenstein reboot, and they did their Doom reboot, where they have like parts where you could step through a door and you're in like the old games, but you're still like your hand and your gun are the new one, but you're like blasting like 8-bit like monsters with this just like very well rendered like machine gun. That like they kind of stopped doing it, but it was a very fun kind of thing that were in those games.
Yeah, that one game Rage, at least Rage 1, they do have like hidden rooms in that game where you would step through, and sometimes it was just like a room, sometimes it'd be like a whole Doom level or something like that. It was pretty fun to see.
I remember that.
Yeah. But yeah,
how do you feel about this drawing?
I'm pretty much done with it, I'd say.
Okay, well then I will save it unless you want to do anything else to it.
I don't.
Color that little patch behind the DrawBomb logo for the background that you missed.
Fuck. Good eye.
I just noticed that.
Thank you.
All right, now I'll save it. Cool. Well done.
All right.
Thanks for making me relive my trauma by drawing this. Thanks a lot.
You started it.
Why
I
did
thought
you
you were
pick this
drawing
as a prompt?
skiing.
I was trying to, but then you said it had to be a car crash drawing.
I do remember when I said that. Oh yeah, Lowe's Clock says, is it time to look at my thing now? Let's take a quick look at the draw along.
It's
and then
absolutely that time.
Then we'll take a quick break. What do you say?
I say yes.
All right. Here we go. There's me and you being stereotypically Irish, dancing with a bowl of Lucky Charms.
Do you have any Irish blood?
I do, actually, yes. I am.
Oh, okay.
Irish.
So you're not stereotypical. That's just your culture.
Yeah, that's how my grandfather used to dance. Bless you.
Thanks. I love it. Happy belated St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah, happy belated. Lowe's says, I meant to draw this last week, but the show was canceled. So this is them making up for our St. Patty's Day being missing because we were traveling.
This drawing is
car accidenting.
Magically delicious.
Yes, indeed. Brandon, you want to go for a quick break?
I would love that.
All right, folks, we're going to be right back. We'll come back to you with more DrawBomb Live after these commercial messages. All right, here we go.
We can all go piss and shit now. We'll be right back.
You can poop and pee all you want, you motherfuckers. You sick bastards. You sick little boy. Hey there, everybody. We're back. There's those clocks trying again. There we go. Let me get bomb draw all set up, and then we will begin playing bomb draw.
Love a bomb draw.
Me too.
Love a bomb draw. Lotus Clock says, is it time for a bomb draw? Yes, it's time for a bomb draw.
Time for a
bomb draw right now.
I'm going to
time
eventually.
Is it? Bomb draw time.
I am in the near future going to start recoding Bomb Draw in Go so that it can be packaged.
It's exciting.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Here
Exciting.
we go. Let me see if I can
The
launch
future
it.
of Bomb Draw.
Bomb Draw will be available for all. All right, Brandon, do you want to go first or should I?
It's very generous of you to just give the people Bomb Draw, you know?
What can I say? I'm a good guy like that. I'm a genuine
like the guy
honest
who
person.
invented like insulin tried to give it away.
That's
you know,
right.
once somebody gets their grubby hands on Bomb Draw, though, they're gonna
And penicillin.
charge top dollar for it.
Penicillin guy was like, I want that for free too.
Man,
Good guy. Anyways, do you want to go first or should I?
you this time.
All right. Here we go. Are you ready to rock?
I am.
All right. Let me just write my name. Oh, you can do that. You can go right ahead. You can write my name. All right. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. A Frogger style agriculture. I'm also going to share my screen with you so you can see what the shenanigans
That's
are.
a game concept right there that I bet you could probably make something fun.
Very true. I've actually got an idea for a game that I've been also wanting to make if I can. I'm calling it Streamer Garden. And basically what it is it's if you're streaming and playing the game, you have a garden, and your garden would be like affected by the people in the chat and stuff, and they can send like enemies or things, and you would like basically try and keep your garden growing and defending it and stuff. I don't know, something along those lines. I have more.
I had a similar idea to that a couple years ago where I was thinking about like now it would be a lot more possible with like StreamerBot, but I was thinking of ways I could rig up some kind of thing in the corner. I've talked about this a number of times with different concepts, but one of them was a plant, and then people could do things in the chat to like water it or not, or like or hurt it, and then it would change like accordingly. But yeah, that would be cool.
That would be cool.
I've been playing this game where it's like a space adventure, but most of it's like Frogger.
Interesting.
It's called Mass Effect.
Nice. I was like, oh,
you play a lot of Frogger.
I haven't seen or heard of this.
You drive a car around the moon, and then you talk to some people.
Frogger opens doors.
Are you gonna draw this?
Crates. God. No, I'm gonna spin it again.
All right.
I've downloaded. I mean, I have installed on my computer legally. Properly, Frogger 2, which is a game I played in my childhood. And I wanted to stream.
I played a lot of Frogger 2 as a kid as well. I would love to watch because I want that nostalgia.
Hell yeah, sick. I also in the version that's on the computer, the sound doesn't work. But I've also found the soundtrack, and so I'm going to play and like loop the soundtrack of the game's levels.
Lotus Clock says he'll take it.
Lotus Clock wants a Frogger style agriculture. I love this system actually, where Lotus Clock
That's
just
perfect.
gets to take.
This is great.
Yeah, go right ahead. Hell yeah. Do you need me to do anything for you to make that happen, Lotus, or are you all set?
As always, thanks for drawing along.
Thank you very much.
Super
for
fun.
Making the draw along worth curating. All right. Yeah. There's okay. I'm gonna re-roll. Here we go. 3,
All right,
2,
here we go.
1. Let's jam. A vat of rotoscoped singing crystal.
Huh.
I'm trying to consider how that would work. Rotoscoped crystals. I can kind of like I'm thinking like those crystal dudes from Elden Ring, you know. But a vat of them. This sounds really complicated, and we want to be able to draw a Pokemon tonight too. So I'm gonna keep on going. I'm gonna roll one more time.
All right.
We're gonna spit. I have 2 more rolls actually, because you know we get 3 re-rolls. We got 3 re-rolls. So
it's not a 2 more roll.
It's not a 2 more. It is a 2 more.
All right, it is. It is a 2 more.
Yeah. Okay.
Spin the wheel.
Woo!
There you go.
Hideous Jack Frost.
That looks fun.
Well, gosh, how can I say no?
Leviathan Den says, thanks for hanging out. Sorry I have to go to bed. Good night, everyone. Have a great night. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Den. Thank you for being here.
We appreciate you.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams are made of these.
I hope you have sweet dreams of a hideous Jack Frost.
Hope you have dreams of hideous Jack Frost. Oh. What happened to the picture I just pasted? Let me fix that up.
Where did it go?
Where did it go? Okay, there we go. Are you ready to spin that wheel? A cosmological egg separator.
I'm doing it.
You're doing that?
I'm doing it.
All right. Okay. Well then, I'll paste this.
But you didn't see that coming.
I actually did not. I was like, I was trying to think like, okay, clearly I put it in here. An egg separator is some sort of contraption that exists, but a cosmological one, that's gonna be interesting. But you know, it's not the most outrageous possible prompt. Okay. We have a prompt for Lotus, which is also going to be a prompt for the chat. If anyone else is there who would end up drawing. And I guess we can get started. Let's try and get this done by 9:45. What do you say?
I'm in.
All right. Frost. Gosh, I feel like we've already talked about everything in the first half of this show.
We did nothing else.
Yeah.
I bought a new car. Did I say that?
You did buy a new car. I'm pretty sure you did.
I lost a car and gained a car.
Lost a car, gained a car.
I don't know if I mentioned that, but first thing I did after like getting it pulled in and making sure it was like cleaned out, and I slapped a DrawBomb sticker on the back of it, just right where I had one on the previous one. It's an important aspect of my cars.
I love that.
So did that.
Fantastic.
Represented.
Hell yeah.
I was looking at vanity plates, and DrawBomb is available, but I did just renew my plate like in December, so maybe in a year when I do it again, maybe I'll consider.
Why not? You know, you got time.
It might be fun.
I don't think I was going to take that for a while.
Yeah, I'm not worried about anyone taking it. I just, I don't know if I want to spend money on that kind of. I'm not going to spend money on that kind of thing, unless just for the fun of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't feel like paying for a license twice in a year. That seems, or a license plate twice in a year. That seems dumb.
Stupid.
So yeah, proud owner of a 2012 Honda Civic.
Hell yeah, man. That's sick.
Yeah. Fast and Furious now.
You're Fast and Furious. That's right. You got you got a 10-second car. Can I say something kind of weird? That's gonna be like,
please.
What the fuck's this guy talking about? Okay, so ever since I landed from my flight back from Punta Cana, so like whenever I'm like really tired, my voice will be like a bit more throaty, I guess. I don't know how to describe it exactly. I'll have like
lower, like if you're like sick
tired.
Or something.
Yeah, a little bit tired. And I feel like that's happened a little bit ever since I've come back from Punta Cana, but I haven't like felt sick or anything. It's just like, hey, what the fuck? When am I gonna go back to my weird nasally? Where am I gonna get weird and nasally again?
Do your ears feel normal?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure if maybe sometimes after a flight, the pressure takes a second to like normalize for me.
Yeah.
Like days. And so I was just trying to think of what it could be that's making you feel that way.
Yeah, no, like it's like I don't feel out of shape or anything. Like I don't feel out of sorts of any kind of way. I don't feel like my ears don't feel like they need propping. I don't feel tired, man. I just have tired voice like ever since then.
Is your voice now?
I'm not complaining if this is my voice now, but it's just like, what the fuck? Was it because of the plane? Did the plane make my balls drop?
Maybe.
That's weird.
They dropped further than before.
Now they're really hitting my knees.
You're just copying the guy on you're copying the pilot voice.
No,
all right, everybody, we're gonna be putting her down in Punta Cana. It's a beautiful, balmy 83 degrees today. A beautiful day
hitting something
in Punta Cana. Thanks for flying.
Pay attention to the seatbelt sign.
Thank you so much for flying Spirit Airlines. Have a wonderful rest of your day.
I did Frontier and then I did American. So
gotcha. Yeah.
No
Spirit Airlines sucks. It's cheap.
Yeah.
But it's
cheap.
Sucks.
Frontier is cheap, man. Frontier was fucking cheap. I got charged money for my overhead bag. Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Anyways, I just wanted to talk a little bit about like how I'm feeling about that voice thing. I'm like, normally I can feel it like, it feels like I don't know, like I can feel it coming out of my throat differently, at least in a way, but like not in like an unpleasant way. I'm just like, oh, sometimes it feels like, but like, and maybe it'll come back to this, but like sometimes it feels like where I'm speaking from is caught up in like the back of my throat or something, and I just haven't felt like that's been the case since I've landed, which is nice. I mean, actually, like I don't like being like the feeling of like I'm talking out of the back of my throat. So the fact that it's not feeling that way, I'm thrilled, man. I don't know. The high altitude, it fixed my throat. What can I say? No, I don't know what the fuck. I'm probably gonna like come back to it in a few days. Maybe I'm secretly sick and I'm not aware, because I forgot to bring a mask to the airplane, and I was like, I actually like to mask up for the planes.
I do famously get sick when I travel by air, unfortunately. I think
can't
it's just
blame you.
airports. I get sick all the time. It sucks. I hate it because of like, well, who wants to be sick on vacation? But it happens often enough that when I don't get sick on a trip where I'm flying, I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Right.
I was ready. I was expecting to get sick.
Right. I'm thrilled that I haven't gotten sick yet. I'm thrilled that none of the shit I was worried about went wrong on my
That's how it usually goes, right?
Yeah.
Most of the time.
So that's been nice. That's been nice. Anyways. Still gotta draw this hideous Jack Frost. How's your drawing coming along right now?
A little slower than I would like, but I still think I can hit the deadline.
Okay. Yeah, I get distracted whenever I try and tell stories.
I don't know if it will translate into what I'm trying to draw, but I'm gonna do it regardless.
You took up a hard challenge, man. I mean, I respect it.
Did.
I like the idea
Maddie
that
F says we don't have to record if you're feeling tired.
No, this isn't about being tired. This is about, I don't know, just kind of
tired voice.
Tired voice.
Not tired man.
I'm like Phoebe
tired
from
voice.
that episode of Friends where she gets sick and she's like happy that her singing voice sounds all weird and raspy.
Yeah, that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
We have a friend who is a singer, and he was just sick, and he was like, kind of like this right now.
Yeah.
This is
Whenever I'm sick, I'm like, oh boy, I've dropped an octave. This is great. I can sound like a suave dude.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How's it going? Hey, how you doing? How's it going? What are you doing there? You sick? Cause I'm sick as fuck.
Hey, maybe we can't get sicker, right?
Can't get any sicker than that. Can't get any sicker than that.
The rules are if you're sick, you can't collect more germs. So you're just impervious to anything.
Load me up, boys.
Else.
Everyone sneeze on me. I'm feeling frisky. Oh boy, Twitch ads are running now. So let's just not have any interesting conversation. Let's just focus on drawing for the next 3 minutes. 2 minutes, I guess.
Everybody just use your primes.
Yeah. In the meantime, we'll not say anything funny.
Just won't say anything at all. Just silence.
I mean,
That'll
yeah,
be good.
It's interesting because we are hosting a drawing show where I feel like we do have to talk, but we do also have to draw, and I'm not good at both.
It's amazing that you haven't gotten that down yet, right? Like, I'm not judging, but I am surprised.
Yeah.
Because we've been doing this show for, a little while. You'd think you would be able to do that by now.
I think I'd be practiced, but I'm not. Some days I do better than others. I think it's definitely like a mental block. But also maybe it's just like I gotta shut the fuck up sometimes, Ian. You talk.
Maybe sorry to always talk to you and distract you.
That's okay. Look, you don't have to be the one
stop
talking
that
to me.
dead air.
Dead air. You don't have to be the one talking to me necessarily for me to be going off. I can go off if you just give me. Have I told you the story? I've told some people the story, but I was this is back in 2015 or something like that, and I was on Twitch and I was drawing and streaming myself drawing to nobody, but I was still just chatting into the microphone. And somebody comes into the chat and I'm just yapping while I'm drawing again to nobody. But I learned a long time ago that I just turn off my view count so I don't see how many people are streaming or watching.
It's the way to do it.
Then I just stream the same if 100 people are watching or if nobody's watching, unless the chat's
you're dancing like nobody's watching.
That's right. So anyways, this guy pops into the chat and he says, "Who are you talking to?"
You, sir.
Yeah, exactly.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, this is my stream. So anyways, but he was just obviously shitting on me for talking while nobody was actually in the stream. And I always think about that for some reason.
Well, you screw that guy.
Yeah, fuck him.
I think you were doing it right. What? You have to, the chat has to make you entertaining?
Exactly. I'm allowed to just be I'm just allowed to just yap.
You're allowed to just be.
Yeah, man.
Right.
Alright, let's see. We got maybe 7 minutes left to finish our drawings.
I can do this, I think.
I think I can do this too. I've been doing alright.
Coloring is gonna be the part that takes time. I'm working on it right now, starting it.
I'm just about to get to coloring.
Pretty much get it. Question is gonna be more of if I can pull off what I'm trying to do.
Just gotta get.
We'll see.
We'll see. Alright, it's time for me to color. Brandon, do we know what is next in the Pokemon list?
Weedle.
Weedle. Oh god. We're getting further and further from ones I know. Like I still
can
kind
do
of
an
know
alright
Weedle, but I think I might end up drawing a character from Mario.
That's all right. That, the game's more fun when you get it wrong.
Oh boy.
But you do look like a fucking fool, idiot, stupid
like
ass.
Fucking idiot.
This guy doesn't know what Pokemon look like.
He
Oh
doesn't know
my
what a
god.
Weedle is.
You better start studying up. If you want to retire, you need to know Pokemon and really well. That's the only way to own a home is you need to sell Pokemon cards or something, I think.
You want to avoid the mines, you gotta know Pokemon. The children who don't know Pokemon yearn for the mines.
I don't know if this is going to translate.
Is it a cool drawing?
Trying though. I hope so. I like the drawing. The coloring is the part that
I see.
I'm trying to make work. I think it will. I think it will. I just need to hurry.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes.
Might take me just a hair longer than that, but I can be pretty close to that.
You monster.
I know.
Oh, you know.
I'm just
Respect for the
bad
draw
person.
Pokemon from memory.
I respect it so much, more than you know.
You better. You better, you better, you better. When I say respect Pokemon, you say you better. You better, you better, you better.
Great song.
Yep. Who's that by?
That is by Who? The Who.
Oh, okay. I like the Who.
Yeah, they're great.
The Doctor Who?
Nope. Doctor Who and the Time Lords.
It's a band waiting to happen. Reminds me of when I went to see Harry and the Potters with a friend of mine. This was back in like 2014, 2013, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Saw Harry and the Potters in concert.
It's a fun name.
Hank Green introduced them. They did all songs about Harry Potter things, from the perspective of Harry Potter. That was all their songs.
Feels like at a certain point that feels like a challenge.
Yeah.
It seems like something that would be fun to do for like a couple songs, but then when you're like, oh, this is our thing we have to do, it suddenly becomes like a hurdle.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do have like 5,000 pages to work from, at least, in terms of like
True.
What you can write songs about, like, you know.
Yeah, I guess you have a very specific thing in mind.
Yeah.
To write about. You're never like, what should my next song be about? You know that it's going to be about Harry Potter.
Exactly. You can be like, okay, maybe it's about like my relationship with Cho Chang. Bada bing, I just wrote a fucking Harry and the Potter song halfway.
You sure did. All right, I take it all back.
So watch your step, motherfucker.
Oh.
But that was a fun concert, and Hank Green actually was the opening sort of like.
He was like
comedian.
the MC.
Yeah, he was the MC.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was very cool. I had no idea who he was at the time.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But no, I watch his videos all the time. I'm a big Hank Green fan.
When did you see him? When did you say?
This is like 2013, 2014.
Okay. I've been aware of them for a long time, but I don't really know the time frame.
Yeah, that's fair. I sort of I actually started watching their channel when I don't know if this is embarrassing to you or not, but when I was staying at your house for the wedding and crashing at your place, and I had like an afternoon or something like that, just hang out and watch YouTube on your TV. I sort of just went through your subscriptions and was like, oh, this is good. I'll watch this channel. Oh, this is good. I'll watch this channel. That's how I started following Linus Tech Tips. That's how I started following the Vlog Brothers.
Okay, well, It would only be embarrassing if you were like, God, it's
like judging.
terrible.
No.
Yeah.
I was actively like finding new channels to watch because I was like, oh, this is good. I like
cool.
this. Yeah. So in a sense, I watched Hank Green MC at this concert years and years and years ago, but I'm actually still only just recent in terms of years. Well, you know, a watcher of his YouTube channel because I was like, what, probably 2 years ago that I was at your house.
3.
Good God, time needs to stop.
Or it will be. No, I think it's been 3. Yeah, it's been. This year will be 3. I think.
When it hits November.
It was
December.
It was December.
Then there was December, like 3rd.
2022. So yeah, no, it has been 3 years, right?
Maybe wasn't it?
I don't know.
23. I mean, you would know your wedding better.
No,
it
it was December of 2022.
Okay.
But you know, a few days later, it was 23, so it was close to that.
Fair
you know
enough,
what I mean?
I guess, yeah.
Because December.
Well, Jesus, and it's close to 4 years now approaching.
Gosh. Crazy.
Here I am arguing about when you got married.
You know, I have a bad memory, but I actively putting in effort to not be that schlub that doesn't remember his own.
Probably a good move.
Stuff, yeah.
Probably you got the right idea there. For a healthy marriage where people aren't mad at each other. All right, Brandon, it is 9:46.
We're always mad at each other, actually.
You're always yelling. I've seen it in public places. It's very awkward to be around.
Yeah. Happened at the wedding.
That's right.
She started it.
Yeah. I mean, just because you slammed a cake in her face doesn't mean that she has to get mad about it.
Sorry, Ian. I think your streak is over because talking about this has worked me up, and it's divorce time, baby.
Oh, jeez.
Fire up the divorce. The
rip marriage
thing.
It is about its deadline time. It is 9:47 at this point. I need 9:46.
I need at least 2 more minutes.
Are you able to? Are we able to show our drawings now while you finish up and like discuss them, or do you want to have those 2 minutes?
Sure.
Privacy?
I mean, sure. I'm okay with that.
Okay. Because if you want some time to finish up before we look at the drawings, feel free.
I mean, everybody else can see it, so
that's true.
What does it matter if you can too?
I guess you're right. All right, 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Let's see our drawings. Whoa.
Well,
that's sick.
That's a hideous Jack Frost, and you went with like the movie Jack Frost.
Yeah.
Because when I think of Jack Frost, I think of like a man in blue paint. Who's like got like an icicle hanging from his nose or something like that, and he's just like an asshole.
Right. He's nipping at your nose all the time.
Yeah, he's always nipping at my nose, and I'm like, fuck off. Stop nipping at my nose.
It's my nose. Not yours.
Can't have it.
Yeah. Yeah, I decided to go for the movie where what's his name? Bill Paxton. No. It's
Batman. It's Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, that's right. Michael Keaton dies in a snow car accident. And
what a crazy ass movie.
Inhabits a snowman.
We should watch that in Bad Movie Group. Well, we should watch anything in Bad Movie Group. I miss it.
Bad Movie Group again, man. Like, it needs to happen. This is my drawing. I think I'm done. I just finished coloring.
Okay. I'm about done too. I just wanted to add those like stars and shit.
I like it, man. That's a great drawing.
I think I'm done. I like how it came out. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to pull off the gaseous space clouds thing, but I think it translates all right.
he's just say he's separating an egg.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he's using his power for.
But I like the nebula smoke you got going around the guy. Yeah, I like all of it. This is a very cool picture you got.
AF says, if you divorce your Morgan, I have to divorce mine. Okay, I won't do it. I won't do it. I'll, you know.
Oh man.
I'm gonna stay together with my wife for
It's
your
quite the
kids.
pact. I hope either Morgan does it go both ways? Like if he divorces his Morgan, you have to divorce yours.
That's the rule. It sucks, but it's just the way it is, you know.
That's just the way it is.
It's the law.
That's right.
Maddie F's like, I married you and I can unmarry you.
The Maddie F taketh and he or giveth and he can taketh away.
It was in his contract. I don't know why I agreed to it. Lotus Clock says that's more Frosty the Snowman than Jack Frost. Well, yeah, like we said though, it's the Michael Keaton Jack Frost.
Yeah.
You forgot his eyebrows, which is so
Does
weird.
he have eyebrows in that movie? I forgot. They got lost.
So. He looks really fucking weird. It's a weird movie.
Yeah, it's a weird movie, man. I saw that in theaters. What a weird movie.
You did? Wow.
Yeah.
His nose was a cork, says Lotus Clock.
Was it? Well.
The old cork nose.
Pictures. I didn't look up any reference. I was just like...
You did Michael Keaton's Jack Frost from memory.
That's right. That's exactly what I did. That's why I look so fucked up and hideous.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Is that you that's scared?
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect. Also done from memory.
Yep. Just from not looking at myself.
Okay, let me save this really fast and then we can hurry up and move on.
Lotus asks if it's his turn yet, which means I think he hid the view from us. So yeah, let's take a look-see. Well, let me make sure. There we go. Look at that. A Frogger style agriculture if I've ever seen one. Look at that guy.
Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
That is good. That's a clever.
Not only did you like do the prompt really well, but the drawing's really like fun.
It's a fun drawing. I also like how, so it is Frogger. He's got to go back and forth from the water sprout or from the water faucet to water the sprout. So he's doing Frogger to get the water, and then he's Froggering back.
That's what the game would be, wouldn't it? You would be having to go back to get the tools to do your harvest.
Exactly. It would be
that's what the game is.
Frogger survival craft 'em up. So you have to like dodge shit everywhere on your way to and fro, but you can also gain health and like armor and stuff as you craft your little safe lily pad.
Makes your run a little better or easier.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's good.
We got ideas, folks.
I like it, guys. I like it. Let's do
yeah,
Pokemon
good job, everybody. Good
now.
job.
Great
job,
job
everyone.
there, Amstray. That's not Coach Z.
Clear the board.
Did you save the pictures?
I did.
Nice. Wow, you're fast. You probably did that while we were doing the drawing thing, weren't you?
I sure did.
My gosh. What a genius.
All right.
All right, Weedle. Smoke a little Weedle, am I right, everybody?
Hey, whoa. How confident do you feel?
Fucking
I like
not
to
at
ask that
all,
in the
man.
beginning.
I'm gonna draw a character from Mario, I'm pretty sure. Have a good stream, boys. I'll see you next week. See you, Lotus Clock. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for drawing along.
Bye.
You have yourself a great night. Bye. Draw from memory.
Weedle time is what he says.
That's right. And you weebled all
I know
over the
certain
place.
parts.
Oh boy. And then pretty soon we'll be recording another episode of That's a Shame. It's a Seinfeld podcast.
Gosh, I was behind this week. I literally finished taking my notes like 5 minutes before we did DrawBomb.
I shamelessly took my notes at work in between like working on 2 bikes.
Oh yeah, that's awesome.
But I got the bikes done, and I mean that was all there was to do today. So, in essence,
there you go.
I did my job.
Did it all.
It's okay. Episode's gonna be late this week. Hey guys, no one's paying us to do this podcast, so
yeah, it's for the love of the game.
We're doing it for the love of it. I got caught up playing Resident Evil. He says, "Well, who can blame him?"
God, I've been Resident Evil 9 was so good. Ian, you gotta play it. Why haven't you started playing it yet? What are you doing?
Well, because I've been like about to go on vacation, and then on vacation.
No, you shouldn't have. You should have not gone on the trip, and you should have stayed home and played Resident Evil. Is what I'm saying.
Is clearly the better choice.
It's fucking rad. It has so many. It's like fan service, but in the way that you want fan service, right? Like it doesn't feel like cheap. It feels like thank you. May I have another? It's giving you what you want.
Well, I'm excited to play it. I have to get some business out of the way first before I truly settle down and like get into it.
I'm so sick of you.
I know, man. I hate it too. My life is not.
Do what I tell you to do.
I promise.
It's awesome. I beat it twice because I'm some kind of sicko.
Wow.
Obviously, though, you know, Resident Evil games can go pretty quick when you're not like.
Yeah, when you know what to do, like you can
exploring. They're like 10-hour games, usually, which is kind of awesome because it makes them really replayable.
Yeah,
I mean, I've replayed the remakes in like the first-person ones more than any other video game in the past like 10 years. Like no other. There aren't that many games that I've like. I'm gonna do that again. But those games I keep going back to. I just keep. Because they're just so like consumable. You can do them in like a weekend. You can do them in like 3 sessions or 2 sessions.
And the nice thing about them being so short is that they're so focused. Every design decision has been so smart and like cool. Like I just love how the games have handled progression ever since 7. The way that they've handled like just like I don't know how, like what areas of the game end up being these sort of like quote unquote hubs where you're sort of like trying to solve a way out of this sort of larger maze of sorts, and then you'll solve it, maybe do a boss fight, and then progress to like this next maze. But like you'll never really realize you're in a maze until you're really in the maze. You know, they make you pass through so much stuff in between these, and I'm gonna call them dungeons. Actually, they're like mazes, but I'm gonna call them dungeons. Like you'll do a dungeon, you'll do a boss fight, and then you'll travel through some shit for a while, and then you'll start traveling what you think is through something, and then you'll be like, oh, this has been a dungeon, and I'm back where I started in the dungeon, and I've done a loop, and actually I am now in another trap maze, essentially. And that's always fun. I really like that. They've been doing that like sort of thing ever since 7, which has felt like sort of appropriately Resident Evil has always sort of worked that way. But the way they've sort of modernized it and made it feel more coherent, while also more accessible without feeling like it loses any of the cleverness, has just been really remarkable. Like they've just done such a fucking awesome job of not only keeping Resident Evil going, but also like having it still feel like Resident Evil.
They somehow thread a needle of like, I think a lot of games suffer, especially games that have been like around as long, or a franchise that's like known and is still going. They somehow don't fall into the category of stale and repetitious, but they also, it all kind of is repetitious. It's all familiar. It all kind of plays the same, but it still feels fresh.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it seems like a hard bullseye to hit, and they seem to just keep doing it.
Yeah. They're just
like, I'm doing the same things. They're using the same engine. It's probably like reusing assets from like some of the previous games, and I still love it. I don't know. It's awesome.
Yeah.
They're changing the parts that need to be changed, and like, I don't know. It's like really smart game design, I think.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of lessons you could look at in terms of like just how they handle just everything for that series.
Yeah, it's impressive.
Yeah.
Love it. I started playing 2 again.
Oh, nice.
A little bit in the
I'd
background.
love to do another run through of 2.
It's really good. I'm looking forward to Matty F playing it because he's never played it.
Oh, wow.
And it's such a good one. I think it's like the premier Resident Evil experience. I think it just does all the stuff the most correct of all of them.
Because they're doing such a mostly faithful remake of 2 in all ways, but essentially the camera angle, it just feels like such a Resident Evil game, because it is. You're playing a Resident Evil game. It's just truly been like modernized. It's like they added the least amount of like extra bells and whistles and retained the most of like the original experience, while still allowing you to move the camera around and like having updated graphics and things like that. As far as I'm aware, yeah, it's like the most like 1-to-1 almost, which makes it feel so appropriately, perfectly Resident Evil.
And also it like, I don't know, it's like actually scary. It has kind of some of the actiony feel that people have come to love. Not quite as heightened as some of the others, but it still has a lot of that, especially in the later parts of the game. It just kind of has it all. And the puzzles feel good, and the police station, it feels very Resident Evil. Like, it's just, I don't know, it's just great. I love it.
Yeah.
I think it's still my favorite one.
Man, I'm not sure what my favorite one. I think it's still 7. 7 is just such a pure horror experience, while being that new vibe. I mean, it just blew my fucking brains. Wait, that's the wrong way I'm saying it. It just blew my mind.
I love 7. The only reason I don't say it's my favorite, I think, is because for me it kind of loses its way a little bit in the end. They all do. I think
true.
actually to a degree.
You're very correct.
But it's still an awesome game. I still love it, but it just feels like it kind of gets a little bit away from what made me love it in the beginning near the end, and so that's the only reason I don't give it like the full perfect score.
I feel that, but I think when they did the twist and had you play as Mia, or is it Mia?
Yeah, I like that.
I thought that was cool.
Maybe
and then
right before the end is more what I'm talking about.
And then like how you learn like her story, and you learn that she's actually like an agent and stuff like that. Like this information that you had no idea. You thought she was just some regular fucking person. She's actually like a secret agent on like a mission. And so finding out that twist was just very cool, and I don't know, just like added such a cool aspect of the game of like, first of all, like, well, where did Ethan go? And then all this, it just all becomes just this really, the narrative is very engaging, and like, sure, it kind of falters in a lot of places in terms of just the flow. Especially after the first house. Like, I think the first house is like perfect, and then once you leave that, and you gotta go through Bug Mama, and then you gotta go through like the Saw stuff, that's where it kind of starts to stumble here and there, but still feels like such
maybe because that, I'm sorry.
Well, it's just such a constantly, because also this is the first time I think it really is benefited by its shock factor, because it's the first Resident Evil where they're doing this first person, so horror, like, genre, straight horror, doing this new kind of like method of doing a Resident Evil game on a new engine. Like, it's doing a lot of new like things, and like, it's so unpredictable, at least it is the first time playing it, because it's just new. It's all new. It's like Resident Evil is rebirthed, so everything it does, you have no idea what tricks it's going to pull, and so it does a lot of shocking and interesting and unique things. So I think that shock factor is why maybe I think I'm such a fan of it, is because it does so many unexpected things, and like Chris Redfield showing up in like the last 10 seconds, finally tying the whole story into Resident Evil again, is a fun way of sort of like letting yeah, you played a Resident Evil game, it felt like Resident Evil, and guess what, it's Resident Evil. Like, I don't know, the way they do all of that, I just love it. It's engaging. It kept me I played it basically in one sitting, except I had to take a break and go to sleep because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. Once I hit Mia's part, so Mia's part was essentially I played it the very next morning, which felt fitting actually because I'm playing as 2 separate characters, so it makes sense to like take a mental break in a way. Anyways, great.
I think
game.
I judge it a
so
little.
I think that's still my favorite, just because of how much it had going for it in terms of just not knowing what was going to happen with it.
I think I agree with everything you said. I think I judge some of the parts that I feel are weaker so harshly because that start of the game is so perfect. Like, what's up? Oh no. Whoop.
Hey, your audio all of a sudden stopped working. And I get.
You still can't. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Yeah, I refreshed the Ninja page to sort of fix that. So I'm not sure what happened there.
Got it.
So if I was talking over you for like the last 3 minutes, I'm very sorry.
No, it's okay. I think I judge some of the like weaker parts of the game. None of the game is like that weak, but some of the parts that maybe I didn't like as much, I think I judge them harsher because the beginning of the game is so perfect. Like it's perfect. I've never been more scared in a Resident Evil game than I am in the beginning of that game.
Yeah.
The house is so atmospheric to the point where things are like banging on the walls, and I was looking around the room I was in while playing the game, thinking it was like a bang on the wall in the room I was in. Like everything just feels so tense and well designed in that opening part, and so perfect that I think once it slows down a little bit and you're fighting like a bunch of goo monsters, I'm just like, oh, I want that feeling from the beginning because it was so good.
Yeah, it's so good.
But it's an amazing game, and it's pretty much saved the franchise.
It saved the franchise single-handedly, in my opinion. And I like how each like there's 3 dungeons, essentially 3 mazes that you have to like puzzle your way out of, and each one feels a little different, and I appreciate that. Like at least like none of them match the pure horror of that. They each go for their own different type of horror. The first one is just pure like paranoia and dread. Second one goes for bug gross out, if that's your thing, whatever. And then the third one goes for like being trapped in a saw trapped by a psychopath, which feels maybe less horror, just more, ooh, what's the ride I'm gonna go on? Because I'm not getting tortured, my game character is. I was
just about to say my drawing's done, and then I just remembered something that I had totally backwards.
Oh, really?
I like wait a minute, and I sketched it real fast to see how it looked, and I'm like, oh shit, that is how it goes. So I'm fixing that, and then I'll be ready.
Okay. But yeah, so what would you say? You said 2 is your favorite Resident Evil?
I think so. It's I don't like to pick favorites in anything that's like art, just because it's like there's so much good out there. But I think 2 just hits all the marks that I'm looking for in those games the most consistently from start to finish, and it just feels the most what I'm looking for in those games as a whole.
I think it definitely.
Some of the others have feel a little unbalanced at times, and this one just seems to be balanced the whole way through to me.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I super agree with you there. It hits the archetypal Resident Evil gameplay in the best ways.
All right, I'm done. How are you?
Too. I'm ready.
The thing that I changed, if it turns out that I switched it the wrong way, I'm gonna be mad at myself. But all right, I'm gonna reveal your drawing. Hey, you drew a character from Mario.
Did I draw a character from Mario?
Basically did. I don't know how well I did. I feel like I'm close, but also it feels wrong when I look at it, so I don't know.
All right, 1 sec. I'm gonna look at yours in a moment. Oh man, I feel like you nailed it. Look at that.
Oh, I did good. And I had the horn on his ass and I moved it to his head, but he has a horn on each end. He's a double horn.
He's a double horn. You could. Why don't you just? Oh, did you not keep it on a separate layer like I did for that one?
I erased it. I'm like, nope, it's on his head, not on his ass. That's okay. I did. This is good. I got like very close. I would say I did like a 90%.
95, I would say.
This is the best I've ever done. Granted, it's a pretty simple design. What was your percentage?
Oh God.
20?
I mean, not,
30?
I mean, the thing is, I'm not that far off.
No, you got the nose right. You got the eyes right. You got the. It's not that far off. You're right. You got the horn. You got. The only thing that's wrong is like the feet and the colors.
Yeah.
You actually did really well. I'm sorry to say 20. That's insulting.
Now I'm sad. No, I feel like I got like maybe a 75 to 85%, maybe.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
So hey, go us, man. We did pretty good.
We did it. Thanks everybody for watching.
Thank you everybody.
We appreciate you guys.
Much appreciated.
Matty F, Lotus Clock, Leviathan Den, Guazdoink. Anybody else? We appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lotus Clock, for drawing along.
Much
always appreciate that
always.
from anybody who's interested in drawing along.
Yeah.
It's fun for me. And
you?
He's damn good at it too.
He is damn good at it. I mean, sometimes he outclasses me, I feel like.
He does often for both of us.
Yeah. So excellent job on that, Lotus Clock.
That's awesome. I like that.
Bunch of fucking bums.
Check out That's a Shame. It's a Seinfeld podcast that we do. It's on all the podcast platforms. Check out, and then also we'll be back tomorrow, I believe, for our normal streams there.
That's right.
Unfortunately, the week after I'm going to be gone. I know we just were gone last week, but I'm going to be in Tennessee.
Hey.
With my family, so I will not be here, but then we'll get back to our normal shtick the week after that. So
sounds good, man.
So this episode's just a little island,
just a little,
little taste to keep you guys fed.
Mm-hmm. Well, cool.
See you all next time.
Yeah, we'll see you all later. Everyone have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow.